Riley replaces Ashton Genty. They're going to run the football. Palmer, they make no bones about it. They're a physical run team. They play action off of that, but whoever's at the running back spot is going to get fed.
Yeah, Riley had his big opportunity a year ago, and man, he shined. He averaged almost 6 yards a carry. He was an explosive play waiting to happen, and I think having that year under his belt now has given him so much more confidence going into this season, and he is going to be the focal point, I think, of this Broncos offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Caught in the backfield. It's Riley. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
He'll take a shot. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Looking for a man. It's Madsen. He'll try to do it himself. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, 1st down here. Defense in press coverage. They'll run it. It's Riley. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw, he can scramble, he can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Francis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Michael Hawkins. Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a first and goal. Looking for the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Can't get him to the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Caught, and he's got room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
That's reeled in. It's gone. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw that.
In the red area, it's Riley. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Running inside. It's Goff. He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Riley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
DBs locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Madsen. Under fire. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and the defense took advantage of it.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Direct snap. Fights off a defender. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Sweet cut there. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They go play action with Hawkins. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Hawkins using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Across the 45. There he goes. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. West Virginia uses the timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Hawkins. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He fires to the left side. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point
your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires left. He's got him wide open. Lots of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 1 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's Michigan State with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the number 1 team in the country.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
He's going to fire to the left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Turns it on in midfield. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the 3rd quarter.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Nobody around as he makes the catch. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, West Virginia. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
DB's right up on the receivers. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Lofts one high and deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Could be an alley. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Thanks to grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards.
Beck's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. On the ground. Touchdown, Broncos. And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point was good. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. And you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Michael Hawkins. Here's a heat. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. He makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Man, it was scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Hawkins. Sure hands. It's Cook. Knocked off his feet.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll send the back in motion. He might want another play. Hawkins to throw for it on fourth. The short hands. It's Crockett.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Mountaineers are flying down the field. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Throwing, Hawkins. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on second and short.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Got it behind the line. It's Cook. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cook. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Gets the back moving. Quarterback making checks. Michael Hawkins. Caught over the middle. It's Francis. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, Mountaineers! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Find some room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
And the point after is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Still on his feet at the 35. Running free. The 30. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Michael Hawkins on the play action. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a 2-point conversion attempt.
Number 83 set to kick it away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit short.
He's loose on the right. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Broncos racing to the line in a hurry up.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Throws to the back. Pulls it in. It's Riley. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first...
Looking for the end zone. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Going to the run, it's Riley. Touchdown, Broncos! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Finds a little space. Racing down the left side. Past the 10. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock. And the Mountaineers have it with a first and goal.
Ready.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he's in. Touchdown, West Virginia. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
That keeps the score. West Virginia, 54. Boise State, 42.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Ford. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Taken out of bounds.
Onside to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, that